So as I was saying, the worst thing about Taylor Christian is
Hello, everybody. Welcome to A View to a Podcast.
Taylor set up that he was coming in this hot with his subtitle to his name, which is
Oh, geez. I didn't even notice that till
something
now.
that Taylor can share.
It's Goldfingered. And honestly, the reason I have that set is because we're about to drop so much money fixing our stupid roof that was my way of venting my frustration. The
Ugh.
Don't
gold is
let
being
people
taken
know
from me.
we have a roof. They'll think we're rich.
Yes. My bad. My bad, y'all. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the thing that the theme song just played us in. My name is Taylor McCary. Joining us, as always, is my dear sweet wife, Christian Jessen, and a good buddy of mine I've had for years, Miss Cat McCary. How are you
It
guys doing
works,
tonight?
actually. I
Yeah.
feel like that could work. Christian
Yeah.
is also a wonderful media critic.
Oh,
Christian
I'm a terrific con man.
Christian actually is very insightful in his approaches to all these things. I should say that something that brings me a lot of joy. I think that Kat gets a lot of joy out of this too. Is that sometimes, because I'm a terrible person, I'll take the transcript for these things and just run it through ChatGPT to see what it says, and it has twice dubbed Christian a chaos goblin. And that might be one of my favorite descriptions of Christian, who I have in fact known for 23 years, 24 years, something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. It's been a long time. So we've got a chaos goblin, we've got an media critic, and we've got a failed therapist. With our powers combined, we can talk about James Bond with some kind of love and affection. Today, to whatever time of day it is, you're gonna be listening to us, talk about perhaps one of the most classic Bond movies of all time, one by the name of Goldfinger.
Bwomp, bwomp, bwomp.
I was fully expecting you to shout Goldfinger at the top of your lungs, one of you two. And you know what? It's okay that you didn't. I think that going into this,
There I go.
he's the man. I don't know why I did that like a crappy lounge singer. The man with the golden touch.
Okay, it's fine.
Could Christian look any happier to be here right now?
It's because
I am
neither
so
of
glad that
us.
there is no video associated
no.
with this at all.
No, we're not doing video. That's true. We can see
I
each
don't know
other's
what
faces.
it is. Like the last two times, I think even the one that I edited, I was just like, I've had the worst day. And it's a pattern. I guess this is like my extra free therapy.
I guess what actually this means is that the idea of doing this automatically just makes your day that much worse. Ah, crap!
Ouch.
I gotta talk to the McCarys about Bond. Ugh.
No, you have to understand how jazzed I was for this one because I had some expectations about certain aspects. I knew that this was a good film.
Mhm.
There were some things that I'm like, "Oh, I don't wanna have to listen to X, Y, or Z." But then I'm watching it, I'm like, "Okay, I'm fully engaged. I am sitting full forward in my chair." Well, I'm standing full forward at my desk, ready to go.
Wait,
Do you not sit down and watch
pause.
these in a relaxed
You
manner?
stand at your desk?
Yes.
Okay, we need to pause for a second. Christian, it's time I talk about this on mic.
Okay.
I do
I
not
have no idea where this is going.
understand how you are consuming media. For those who are not aware, Christian got some DVDs and they did not
Yes.
work.
No,
And I
they did
don't
not.
understand. Okay, you kept talking about is it because everything's on Linux and you can't just watch a DVD? Is that the thing? What is
No, so
happening with your system that makes
no,
you
okay.
unable to
So
watch a DVD?
no, so the aside to that is the DVDs that I bought, they were a sealed set, but the set is at least 12 years old.
Oh,
It was Bond 50, so whenever that I can't be bothered to do the math in my head right now. But it was the Bond 50
2021.
DVD set,
No,
and
2011. If it was 50, 2011.
yeah. Oh, no, this one was later because it actually did have Skyfall in it. I
that could
didn't
be
know, but
2015
anyway,
though.
I
Anyway.
got the packaging, like, it was sealed, everything. I got it out, and I was pulling the discs out, and I said, "This looks funny." And the first one played just fine, like, it played in my computer, and then I'm like, "Well, maybe I should, archive this for my own personal viewing only, and for no other purpose."
A few moments later.
Okay, so what
Mhm.
happened was I was archiving it, and the software only runs on an well, it my previous solution only ran on an ancient computer from 2006.
1 hour later.
All hooked up. I bought Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, and it played perfectly, and then I was able to
2 hours later.
um,
Sorry, I
fun bit
just
of
woke up from the nap.
serendipity.
Are you guys still going on about this, or
You asked,
He's at
bucko.
the most exciting part where he just manually
Am I, though?
downloaded software. Taylor, stop.
I'm getting way too into the weeds, but I got
Okay.
everything, so it's fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. It's
my
fine. It's
No,
my
fine.
you know
question
why
through
it
this whole
no,
thing?
shush. You know why
Okay,
it's not fine,
she shushed
Christian,
me.
is
Why?
because not only were you going through this process, but now the revelation that you're doing that to stand at your desk and watch a movie. I The only way that could be worse if it was on your phone at your desk, like, to be
Oh
honest.
goodness, no.
That
I offered to buy him a Blu-ray player
No,
just so
you
he could.
what?
I
I don't
did. I
remember that.
did. I was like, I will buy you a Blu-ray player just so you can watch these things. You're like, no, no, no. I'll just rip it. I'll archive it because then I can watch it wherever I want.
Single play, it is only for archival purposes only. It is not for distribution.
See, and this is
Yeah.
the difference between someone who is handy and fixes things and has
And
a
someone who is insane,
galaxy.
yes.
No, no,
No,
no,
no, no.
you
You
are
are
the
you're the
galaxy
handy
brain
fixie
someone,
person.
and we are
Yeah,
the
No.
lazy pants McGee's, where we're like, "I don't
it's
understand
true.
how this DVD is working, but it's working."
Yeah, this is why God invented money, so we didn't have to think about this stuff.
Jeez. No, the exact opposite of God invented money, it comes to find out.
Oh, that's probably a fair point. Anyway, so Goldfinger,
Mhm.
as we come into this, I
Right.
I believe
Speaking of
so. I think
money, Goldfinger.
what? Oh,
Goldfinger!
so I think each of us coming into this had high expectations, higher than average expectations, maybe
Mhm.
is a fair way of saying this.
Yes.
I think for myself, this is the first Bond movie I watched, and then I watched it so many times that it kind of lost its luster for me. It's another gold reference there. And so for me, it kind of it fell in value. That's where we are. And so then I
Depreciated, that's
watched
the term
it
we
dep
use.
dag nabbit. Look, I'm
Depreciate.
blonde, okay? And so I watched this, and then I watched From Russia with Love, and that's I think From Russia with Love was my point where I went, "Oh, this is an actual series instead of just a one-off." So, yeah, I'm excited to go through this with everybody
Ugh,
this fine, fine evening.
y'all.
So what's your
So,
vibe check? What's the vibe check, Taylor?
Alright, vibe check.
the v
Wait,
yeah,
wait, wait, wait,
the
wait.
v wait. Well, that's right, Kat has her introduction. That's totally interesting, guys.
So this movie was released in 1964. This is my NPR voice,
The
and
fish was delish, and it made quite a dish.
Ah, beautiful. Anyway,
I'm never gonna
Guys,
pass up an
we're gonna make
opportunity to make a Homestar reference.
as you should. Not,
we're gonna
as
make
you
millions
should.
off this podcast. We're killing it, guys. Nothing could be more entertaining.
You cannot cut a second of this, Taylor. Anyway, this is a landmark moment because we have a new director. First time with a fresh director, Guy Hamilton came in and Guy Hamiltoned all over the place. Same screenwriter still. We've got Richard Maybaum. But are you ready for the parental guide to Goldfinger?
Yes.
Sex and nudity, mild. Violence and gore, mild. Profanity, mild. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking, mild. Frightening and intense scenes, mild.
I'm having
What?
deja vu because, like, we got the same vibe from, like, Doctor No,
I
right?
am starting
There
to think that every film made before the 80s is just straight up mild in everyone's books on
I don't
IMDb.
understand how sexuality is mild when there's a borderline, not borderline rape, and a woman's name is literally Pussy Galore.
which is something we may not be able to repeat in the remainder of the
It's
episode.
Do we
well,
have
no,
to bleep
it's
out
the
her
name of the
name
character. I
every
don't think
time we
so.
say it? Her name
It's
is
the
Not
name of
not
the
if you
character.
pronounce it precisely the way Sean Connery
Galore.
does, because Sean
Pussy.
Connery's like he's so weird. It's like his Scottish is like creeping in like 110%.
The
You
first time
must
he
be
said it.
joking.
Yes.
I love you, Connery. God bless you, but like
Yeah.
I think he got a little too
Oh no.
like sure of himself.
Yes.
Want a
Like
So,
spoiler alert? This is
yes.
going to be the episode where I just, Sean Connery, take it away. You can do no
okay.
wrong.
All right.
Bless.
Let's jump into the vibe check so we can get to Kat gushing all over Mr. Connery. It's better in person. Anyway, my vibe check for this, I gave this 9.5.
Ooh.
A very strong 9.5. It draws you in and does not let you go from the beginning, starting with that ridiculous helmet with the seagull on top of it, all the way to the very, very end where he throws the parachute over the two of them for sweet adult purposes.
Mild,
Start to finish.
sweet, mild
It's
adult.
mild.
Sweet, mildly adult purposes with Pussy Galore. Yes, I think it was about as close to a perfect movie as we could hope for from a pure vibe check up to this point easily.
You're making me want to rate it higher, to be honest. I did rate this the highest vibes yet. It was an 8 from me. I might need to bump that out to a 9 because this was just delightful, top to bottom. I had so much fun. So much fun in this movie.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's all she's got to say about it.
Listen,
That's all I
okay,
gotta say
I had so
about
much
that.
fun. It was great. Nice
Bless you.
work, movie. And
Okay, you can-
hottest Sean Connery has
Good
ever
job.
been.
you don't have to force it. That's Connery's job.
I was gonna say, not according to this movie, you don't.
Oh, good grief! How are we gonna do when we get to that Roger Moore film?
Oh man, there's gonna be some interesting conversation. Anyway, Christian,
Yeah.
for you, what was the vibe check?
I also gave it an 8. It would have been higher. There were a few little moments that kind of like took me out, but they weren't substantive. I think if those moments had been cut, it probably would have been a 9, but it's very strong. This is the strongest one so far. Like this was the watershed Bond film.
Mm.
Because From Russia with Love is great. I like it quite a bit.
Cat.
But and I like Dr. No.
Yeah.
But Goldfinger was like the hit. It was the thing that it needed. And I mean, I noticed that there was a budget bump just in all of the various things, but
We literally talked about
they
that.
cranked it. They cranked it. And so
Yeah.
that's where it shows. So I give it an 8.
Agreed.
There you go.
No, while Taylor and I were watching it, that was what part of our conversation is. Oh, the budget jump in this movie. Look at these flying shots. Well, we can save. We'll save, but so good.
We'll save it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Great. So overall, a solid vibe check.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
But what about the action in this one?
What about it? Tell me more.
This is too much. Stop talking Sean Connery to me after this movie. It's just too much.
We'll wait for the cameras to turn off.
Oh, jeez. And then you can smack me around a little. There's a
there's a bit of that in there.
quarter in the jar.
Are you counting that, Kat? Are you putting that in action?
The smacking jar?
No, the action.
Yeah, but I'm
No,
gonna do the Connery roll.
Are we doing the schmacken jar? Is that the
Schmacking
thing?
jar? Do we have a schmacking jar? I want to do Russian. That was really bad. It's because I talked about it
It's a
last time.
callback. It's a
Wow,
callback, Taylor.
about
That's
the
right. That's
Russian.
not laziness. That is a callback. That's right.
It's not
Do we have a schmacking
repetitive.
jar?
Repetitive.
But I just need to say, by the way, this is super important to the podcast. When I was in college, the room, the house I was living in when I was dating Kat, when I started dating Kat, there's I love that group of guys, and one of them was playing Final Fantasy 8, I think, and Princess Ash is a
Oh,
character in that.
Ryan.
Princess
Yeah.
Ash.
Yeah. Ah, Princess Ash. Who doesn't love Princess Ash? And so I couldn't help but say it in a Connery accent, and that just became a really fun shorthand through the house. Oh, did you see that Princess Ash today? Looking good there. It was a lot of fun.
I do
Anyway,
anything to save a good Princess Ash.
oh, cat is
Cat's
dying
cat's
over there
cat's retching over my impression.
with her microphone turned off so you can't hear her. Cat, you were to talk
Did it
about the
work?
action.
Did it work? The microphone
It
trick?
did, yeah, it's
Okay.
fully cut out.
All right. So the action in this movie, that was also a step up. And I haven't even been that disappointed with the action yet. I rated this an 8 again because it just had more. There were more henchmen. There were more shootouts. There was more judo. Like 100% more
So much
judo.
judo. Oh, when
Everyone
did you
knew.
learn judo?
Yeah. But yeah, car crashes, plane crashes. This just had everything. They threw everything and it worked and it was so fun. There was not a moment where I felt bored.
So what'd you give it? What's your number?
8.
Solid 8.
Mhm.
8 aardvarks.
Aardvarks?
Anyway, Christian, what'd you think?
You know, you guys are gonna hate me. So I rated this just as overall. I, I rated it a 7, and here's why.
I hate you. No,
As
it's
well, you
fine.
should. No, so I felt that, like you said, there was a lot. There was more, and a lot of the set pieces I did like. I think that it was not as well focused as From Russia with Love was. For me, From Russia with Love, the action set pieces were spaced just right, and that there was some tension happening. That's not to say that it's bad in Goldfinger. I'm saying
Mm.
that there was more concentrated. That's why I rated it higher. I gave it an 8 for reference.
Oh,
Um, but that's not to say it's bad. It's just, if I could go back and redo it, which I'm not going to do, I would have given. I would probably maybe give it an 8. But it was just
8. Say 8.
Sate.
say it.
Sate.
No,
I gave it an 8.5. I think we're all on the same page here. I thought that there were fine moments of
Well, except for
action.
Christian who hates it and he's a bad person.
Christian,
it's the
that's
worst.
that's right. That's right. I gave it an 8.5 because I thought that, like, particularly the back half of the movie, the action sequences were really, really good. I think the beginning had that it was okay. The cold open was fun, and then it was like, okay, well,
He
the
kills
action,
someone in a bathtub. I mean, that's always going to
yeah,
be
like
automatic
I
gold
said,
star.
it was good. But then
Shocking.
after, yeah,
Absolutely shocking.
Hold on,
yes,
one-liners is next. Hold your horses.
Positively, not absolutely. I have all of the
I'm
one-liners.
so
Sorry.
disappointed in you, Christian. How dare you?
Listen, I have had one doozy of a day.
And now we're here to laugh at you about it. Great.
with I'm here to enjoy the laughter with. I feel like after the cold open until about that halfway point, the action that does take place is fine. It's not particularly like running through the woods or whatever. The car, it's fine.
There
It's
was a
not pulse
mirror
pounding.
trick. It was fun. What was going on
Uh,
with that mirror?
oh yeah, when he crashes the
He
car
thought a
because he
car
sees
was
his
coming.
reflection.
Yeah.
Come on, Bond. Come on.
I
I thought eight and a
loved the
half.
shootout. I will say that. That Swiss Alps shootout, mm,
Hmm.
where he's
Yeah.
just
So
there and she
I
shoots.
I think we're all on the same page roughly with the action. Now,
If I was to
Christian,
put an addendum to like my comments as you're explaining this, I'm remembering more things. I do have my notes, but I'm remembering it's a lot of the action set pieces start out really strong, but sometimes they just peter out. It's like like I did not like the mirror thing. I'm just like,
yeah.
okay, they're just like, how is he gonna get trapped? He sees a mirror. Or
What is he like a
the
cat? He's like, well, there's two of me now.
it's just sometimes they tend to peter out a little bit or not finish as strongly as they started.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, I'm excited because now we're out to the one-liners, and Christian, this one's all yours, baby.
Oh man, this gets a solid 10 for me. I was pleasantly surprised because I had forgotten about it, and I think I may have included one of Ms. Galore's.
Mm.
So I think there are 10 or 9.
What would you say the top 5? And if you could do all of them as different Homestar characters, that would be
Oh,
fantastic. That was a joke. Please don't do it because copyright. But I am curious,
how
what are
could
your
you?
top
How can
5?
you can't copyright a voice?
That's a fair
Yeah.
point.
Or
Knock yourself
talk to
out,
Mel Blanc
Homestar.
about that. I'm sure he'd know.
He's playing his golden harp. No, so if
That's
I
a
was
good one.
gonna, um,
I liked he had a
"Nah,
pressing engagement.
certainly better bread than his owner."
There's
So
like 2 people who are gonna be listening to this are gonna like really savor how perfect of a Homestar that was.
And their names are Taylor and Kat McCary.
That's
thank you. That's all I
yes.
need. I just need 2 fans, the 2
2.
of
Oh,
you.
you've got them.
Um,
You got it, baby.
so I want us. It was like a ramp. Like it just got better and better. Like all of the one-liners just got better and better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, I like how little crap she takes, and like her quip, because like she knows Bond's type, and
Mhm.
like her quip, she's like, "I'm a damn good pilot." There's whiffs and hints of Captain Janeway in there.
Oh.
Mm.
Even like the lower timbre voice, I'm a sucker for that too, like Kate Mulgrew.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's a ramp. So I think like just the jab, that one, that's certainly better bred than his owner. Like that's just, oh man, that's I and that gets into the villain, which we'll get there when we get there.
Mhm.
Um, I think my favorite one though has to be, well, okay, my favorite and the worst one are right next to each other.
Okay.
Okay, so the worst one is, I must have appealed to her maternal instincts. I
Oh,
hated that. I hated that
Gross.
so
so
much.
gross.
Ugh.
And the one that my favorite one is playing his golden harp.
When
That was it was perfect. Uh Great job. So yeah,
yes.
worst and then best. So it was just like, a nice little ramp and then like an asymptote and then back up to the top
But
for
it
good.
gets there. It gets there.
Yeah.
I
I did not give it quite as good a score. I initially gave it a 7.5, and that's not because they were bad, because they weren't. I just it they were good. They were above average. They didn't blow my mind. And then spoil throwing Cat under the bus just a little bit here. Cat has a tendency when we watch movies to completely fall asleep. And so when we watched
Okay, this is
Goldfinger,
fair.
she
This is fair.
completely fell asleep. And so she had to go back and rewatch from the point she fell asleep. And I was like, I enjoyed this movie enough. I will watch from that point
This is
again.
true.
And I had forgotten Goldfinger has a pre-pun when he's like, "Ah, yes, Mr. Solo, you have a press. You have to forgive
A
Mr.
pressing
Solo. He has a pressing
engagement.
engagement."
Yes.
And I'd forgotten that he goes to get squished in the car immediately, and so he said that, and I gave it a full extra bonus point because that is gorgeous.
Yes.
Well,
And
and
then
they
it kind
call
of like
back. They call back to it where Bond
they do.
puts a
I think that
little
kind of actually
bow on it.
takes some of the magic away. I think that takes some of the magic away when Bond. It's like saying it for the dumb audience members. Oh, a brushing engagement indeed. Like, mm, I liked it better when Goldfinger was just being a little cheeky.
That's very fair.
Yeah. I mean, I did give it a 7.5, which is the highest I've got so far, just because there are the most. And I did like that they sprinkled it around. It wasn't just Bond given the zingers. Like you said, Pussy had some great ones. This one's not a tranquilizer. Um, and yeah, Goldfinger, there's just delightful things. Oh, even Lighter had these little cheeky asides about Bond's character. That was
10 to
Well,
1,
this
it's a drink
delicious.
or a dame.
I have a question now. When we say one-liners, because my assumption was that a one-liner was a pithy pun and not a cool one line he says. But now it is occurring to me that as you guys are talking about it, you are naming non-pithy puns, but great lines. For one-liners, are we rating pithy puns? Or are we rating single lines that stand out?
I just have the one-liners put in there,
I just
highlighted.
think they are cheeky. I think they're cheeky statements,
Cheeky
and
lines.
they can be
Okay.
punny, but they can also be just a little bit cheeky.
A little bit of sass. Just a
Yeah,
little sass for you.
yeah.
Sass. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Well, this brings me back to the villain, and I gotta say, 10 out of 10. Goldfinger was a great villain because he is just straight up evil in the most I don't give a shit what you think way. Like, after it was over, we watched some of the special features and they had screen tests for some other people who tried out to be Goldfinger. And specifically, the screen test included the no, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. The way they did it highlighted how great Gert Frobe's reading of that line. And I know Gert Frobe didn't technically say the lines, but his body language, the chuckle. Do you expect me to talk, Goldfinger? No, I expect you to die. What is this? You're gonna die. That's the point. You will die. The joy, the mirth. Oh, amazing. And then throughout the whole thing, the glee when he's like, who said anything about stealing the money? He's like, well, but you're bringing in a bomb. Yes, a very dirty one at that. So then you're going to, oh, Goldfinger, that's genius. And like the look of joy in his face that his enemy figured out what he's going to do felt so true to the character and so delightful that I could not help but be perfectly charmed by it. And then the way he turns on his own men, just like completely unafraid to throw his own people under the bus. This,
Oh, right. In the
Mhm.
beginning.
oh gosh, I'm so sorry. And so the way they did that was really good. And I also liked when he's on the plane and he comes out, it's just pure menace. The way he died was perfect for him. The hubris, I
The way he
loved it.
died.
I
Oh,
love the way he died.
it's
When he
so
gets sucked out
funny.
of the thing.
It's a
And even
step above Kananga.
yes. Yes, it is. We'll get there eventually. But even Bond was like, this is a dumb move. Don't do that. And Goldfinger was like, meh, you're gonna die. And then like he dies because he's an idiot. But like that's the only time he makes a mistake is of course the fatal one. Oh, I loved it. Goldfinger as a villain, 10 out of 10.
I did not give him a 10, but I did give him a 9. I don't know if the glee worked for me as well, but
Hmm.
I did like that he was motivated. I did like that he was a man with a
A
plan.
real
His
go-getter.
his plan delighted me. It I felt that joy. Like, "Oh, you've been acquiring this for years and now it's just gonna go up. Good for you. Way to
Yeah.
think outside the box, Goldfinger." I did find him kind of, like, sweaty and pathetic in a lot of the times, to be
Yeah.
honest. Um, but I think that was an interesting play for a movie where Bond looks like the suavest and sveltest he has looked, and then to contrast him with this, like, bloviated evil man who is just greedy. Like, I don't even feel like he's evil, he's just greedy. He doesn't care as long as there's money, as long as he
Exactly.
gets his.
People who don't know Kat don't know how much she loves vampires and the Dracula lore. But I'm thinking of the most recent Nosferatu when he's like, I am an appetite and nothing more. That's Goldfinger. He's an appetite.
He's just so silly, though.
It's a Bond villain. That's what you want. Just a little bit of silly.
He's a little too silly for me, but I did appreciate I still gave him a 9. I don't know why I'm arguing against him. Christian, take it away.
Okay, for the second time tonight, you guys are going to hate me. I gave Goldfinger a 5
What?
for the
Whoa!
same reasons I gave Doctor No a 5.
Wow.
It's an average. It's not like I could not stand how much of a boob they made him. It was frustrating because you are absolutely right. The scenes where like even though he was like caught in his trap at Miami or Tampa Beach or wherever he was,
Miami.
and even when like even in those circumstances, it's like, oh, he's dangerous. He's gonna go like he killed the first Bond girl, like not Bond girl. He killed the first one
Miss
because
Masterson.
yeah, because she helped Bond. And it's like, okay, I still feel like this guy is dangerous. But then by the time we get to Kentucky into his like he's just this joke for Bond's jabs. And it's like, while I appreciate that, it just kind of deflated him a bit. It kind of just
That's good.
But here's my counterpoint to that, and
No,
I'm not gonna
you
say you're wrong.
sneezed over me trying to interject. You're not gonna
So-
interject on me. No, say
Oh,
what you want. Say what you want. I don't care.
That's
Say what you
fine.
want.
No, don't let me get in your way, Sarah. I
okay.
don't want to
Well, if
bother
you're
you.
going to
I
out-polite each other, I'm just gonna put my opinion in.
Well, I
Um,
don't care what a woman says, and so I think what I was gonna say though is that
the lair
well,
is
I
the
think the
worst.
counter to this, the the counterpoint to that, I think, is that I think the mix of pure ridiculousness combined with at the end when he just carelessly and without any hesitation murders not only his own men,
Everyone.
but that the Chinese national who gave him the bomb in the first
Kato.
place doesn't even think about it. He's like, oh, they're coming, you're dead. I do not care. Like I
Exactly.
don't think he loses the menace. I think it's kind of like I can't think of somebody in current world situations who's like overpowered with golden hair, who's completely unpredictable in a very scary way. Um, but
I can see where you're coming
oh
from.
my gosh, these freaking
I can
allergies.
I can see
Oh,
where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I think my like bias might also be colored by the fact that Gert Fröbe was like also in this.
wait, can you
It's one
say
of
his
those
last name again?
Fröbe.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's supposed to be said. Please continue.
Gert Fröbe. It's like it's not his like his name is like it's not Gerhard. I don't remember what his given name is. Anyway, he was in like in one of those movies that your grandma has a bootleg of, or maybe just my grandma did,
She's
called.
dead, you bastard.
I know it's
Like
sad. She
filmed
died a
off
year
a
after I was married.
oh.
But no, she had this movie called Those Magnificent Men and Their Flying Machines,
Mm,
and Mr. Herr Fröbe he's German, like, and so he's playing this sort of like pre Great War era Prussian German general, and like he has this like catchphrase. He's like, "There's nothing a German general cannot or German soldier cannot do," and he's a complete boob in that movie, and it just kind of like floods over into this, and so
mm.
that's where I think I'm getting that from. So there's some bias in there. So take that for
You
what
know
it's
what
worth.
though?
But
I think you have earned your right to be biased and to give him a 5. And I
okay.
support you in your endeavors.
And again, everything you said, I agreed with for why he wasn't a perfect villain for me. I don't think you're wrong. He came off as a boob to me too, and I didn't even have emotional baggage there.
I know that we are many minutes into the recording when we're only on the fourth criterion.
Yeah.
Can I just interject one interesting fact? I had to go to Wikipedia for this one because I got curious.
Okay.
Is when that one British man, not M, but the other guy who was in that fancy dinner with them, he
Mm-hmm.
mentioned Lake Toplitz, and I was like, okay, there's got to be something there, and there actually is. Like it's called Toplitzsee, and there's this tongue-in-cheek reference that I had no idea about. So like there was a movie called Der Schatz vom Toplitzsee, where Gerd Fröbe is actually playing a undercover ex SS officer who's trying to get a bunch of you can't say that. Who's trying to get a bunch of
An at sign.
dirty gold, dirty gold from the bottom of this lake. And
From
so
Germany in the between 30s and 50s.
yeah, so like this film came out. So like this film that they were referencing came out in '59, but it's like it's just this nice little like tongue in cheek jab. It's like he played this character, and
Hmm.
now he's playing a different character who's after gold. So
Yeah,
I love it.
it was great.
that's
See, the
delightful.
things that the Chaos Goblin brings into the thing that actually makes it an enriching, full experience.
I'm
Okay,
glad
I
I can
love it.
help.
so Goldfinger was a little silly or perfect, whatever. Uh, what about
Whichever.
his muscle? What did you think about his henchman? So I also gave his muscle a 9 because I just think they were great. Odd Job delights me. I think he's fantastic. I think he's menacing. I think his death is fantastic. I love an
Mm-hmm.
electrical death from
Agreed.
like Batman Forever to this. It's nope, Batman
Who
Returns.
I was gonna
Batman
say Batman
Returns.
Forever.
My
Yeah,
bad.
Max Shrek. Come on, come on. Also, I just want to jump in and say how crazy it is to me the depth of pop culture ridiculous knowledge that exists between the three of us is kind of weird.
Well, it's fine.
Anyway,
But yeah, Oddjob feels great. I really like Kish, like his panic when he gets locked in, and Oddjob has just accepted it, and Kish is just running around like a little
You could be the
weasel.
hero.
Yeah.
But I'm
And then,
getting out of here.
oh, and Oddjob's like, nope, you're gonna die now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's fun to watch them turn on each other. The miscellaneous Korean henchmen were maybe not my favorite, but, you know, it is what it is.
Hmm.
But yeah, 9. They were all so
All right.
competent. I loved it. They were all good at their jobs.
No, no, what? That's a German joke there. Anyway, Christian, please. The look of
So,
pain and disgust on my wife's face.
as opposed to
I
the
hate
villain
it. Thanks.
overall, as opposed to like my average score that I gave the villain, like Oddjob gets a 10. And not just because he's invincible in slaps only. Or
He gets hit with gold bars and laughs.
I
well, that's yeah, it's amazing.
love
Yes.
how ineffective Bond is against Oddjob. It's just like a bird flapping against a mountain. It's
He's
marvelous.
I was just he's intimidating, but he's also like he's got this like smarmy smile that I love. It's like, yeah, he knows that he can take whatever you throw at him and he'll just give it back to you in kind and tenfold. But
Absolutely.
from the like because you don't expect very much. And he's just this like shorter, stout looking guy. And then it's like you see him do all the things like all of the build up. It's like, crushing the golf ball. And he's not even it's not even that he's just physically intimidating. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
We were on
I
the
was like,
edge of
what?
our seats. Did you feel that anticipation in the air? Like
I
it's
was so
not
excited to see
just.
where we were going.
Yes, and I choked. Thank you. No, but
Choke!
I think from start to finish, I think like he wasn't one of those muscles that just has like a whimper. Like no, like Bond caught him by the skin of his teeth,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the only way that he was going to take him down because there was no way that he was going to drop that guy just with hand to hand. And like there were a bunch of times where I was like yelling at the screen. I'm like, Bond, don't don't melee this guy. Like you got to have some distance. Like get up above, like take some of the gold bars, run up the stairs, and throw him down at his head or something. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's really dark, but, doing something that's a little bit more
The man was
tactical.
electrocuted to death. I think dark is allowed. When you're talking about the smile, I love the part where Bond is trying to break his arm in the vault. He has his back against the wall. He's pushing on his arm back, and he's just smiling at
You
him.
just can't do it.
He just can't do it. He gets hit in the chest with 2 gold bars, and it's nothing. Oh,
And you see
amazing.
Bond struggle to throw those bars, which is just delicious.
Mhm.
Just
And the other thing
that
too about
contrast.
quick, one of you two will know this. What is the name of the man who played Oddjob? I cannot remember off the top of my head.
He's a
He's a
Um,
professional wrestler.
he was a Japanese sumo wrestler, wasn't he?
he was
He
a
was I think
Hawaiian Polynesian
he was from
wrestler.
Or
Hawaii,
Hawaii. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but he was of Japanese descent. Anyway, everything
Harold
about him.
Sakata, which I
There we
was
go.
going
Harold
to
Sakata.
say, but I didn't want to get it wrong and sound
That's
bad. So I
very
verified
fair.
Harold Sakata.
Very good. I thought Harold Sakata was top to bottom amazing. The complete lack of fear, the complete confidence. Up until I'd say about when the safe starts closing on them, I'd say Oddjob was like a 9, an 8.5 or 9. But the door closed, and not only did he not question it, he fully committed to making sure that Bond still died because that's what his boss wanted.
Yep.
10 out of 10. Of all the scary henchmen, there's none better than Oddjob. Now, I think jumping a little ahead, I think Jaws is going to get a very high score as well, but for a very different reason. Jaws is the best of the goofy muscle. He's just like he's so silly and delightful and like
And he's
Nick
played
he's
by the
Hadley.
lovable Richard Keel.
Yeah.
exactly.
Rest in
He's a
peace.
lovely man. If Oddjob and Jaws got into a fight, Jaws would have been scared of Oddjob, and that is amazing. I think Oddjob was a perfect 10.
So what was his hat made out of?
Magic.
Oh man. So that's another thing I was going to bring up is like this was the golden episode that Mythbusters chose for like their
Why do you keep
Bond
waiting
myth.
till I'm drinking, you people?
They there were, like, multiple, like, James Bond myths just pulled from this one film. They did
Hmm.
the ejector seat one, they
Mhm.
did the head de like, the hat decapitation, the gold paint, that was another one that
Oh,
they
yeah.
did. That is true,
I
by the
mean, the
way.
plain one alone, right? Like,
Oh, yeah, that's true. I wasn't even thinking of that one. But, yeah, they pull a lot like, I guess Adam Savage just a Bond fan.
it's good.
But speaking of tinkering and finding cool things, Q, how cool is Q in this one?
Mr. Desmond Elwes. Llewellyn, excuse me, not Elwes. That was Carrie
Llewellyn?
Elwes,
Carrie
Desmond
Elves,
Llewellyn.
Desmond
Goodness
Llewellyn.
What
gracious.
is this?
Don't touch
Batman
that.
Forever?
It's the first it's
That's
the
great.
first instance of "Don't touch that."
Yes.
Although
They
I do love it in GoldenEye. "Don't touch that. It's
Hmm.
my lunch."
it's my lunch. This was the first one where they told Desmond Llewellyn specifically to inject some of his own humor. This is the reason that Q is because of not is because of From Russia with Love, but they gave him a little more leeway to see if he could do more, and he nailed it so hard that he became Q because of Goldfinger.
It's perfect. If
Well
we should have,
deserved.
like,
Yes,
a just a bonus for fun, doesn't count towards the total. It's like Q. It's like
Q. How is
'Just
10.
the
Q?
Q check-in, the Q
Q
point.
check in. Q point. Well, this brings us next to the theme song, and I believe Christian, you are up for the theme
Oh
song.
boy, it gets a solid 10, like no question, no questions asked. I
Agreed.
think when I was in high school, I think was the last time I saw this film actually. And I remember I was a drama nerd, I was a choir dork. I was in a lot of those performing arts and we're trying this is the days of Napster and so we were trying to like get all of the Bond songs and for some reason my friend's MP3 player or his computer like would not stop playing the intro, like those like first few hits of the song, and it kind of like soured me for a while. But coming back into it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Bond song. Like this is the Bond song in my opinion. Like
Mm-hmm.
it just hits you hard right from go, and it perfectly like, illustrates the villain. It's wonderful. I used to like the meter was kind of strange to me as a younger person, but it's perfect. It is a perfect Bond song. I will say though, oh never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
Ooh.
It's
shut up.
opening credits related. Um but
But 10.
perfectly. Yes,
Yeah,
perfect. Perfectly perfect in every way.
it is.
Yes.
It's 10. That is actually my note, is just perfection
Mm-hmm.
because it's got those horns, her voice is incredible, it's got the build, it's got the sass. It it's the sexy, cool, silly that I think Bond should be. You know, there is a little bit
Not
of
to be confused with
silliness.
crazy, sexy, cool.
No. Sexy, cool, silly. And that's Bond, baby.
Sexy, cool, silly was LTC, not TLC. I also gave this one a perfect 10. It's the perfect balance of theme and Bond. It sets the movie up, and it's sexy and scary in the perfect mixture. It's not too campy, but it's not afraid of being a little campy. Apparently, when they recorded it playing the opening credits in front of her, and she sang to what she saw on the screen, which is why it moves so well with the credits.
Oh,
Oh.
There you go.
that
A
doesn't
little
feel
fun
like it
fact
should
for you.
work that way.
Baby, it worked.
All right.
But on the topic of that, opening credits, Taylor.
Opening credits. I gave this one an 8. The opening credits, the song is perfect. The opening credits was good. It was fun. It was good. It wasn't mind blowing. I thought the projection on the face was okay. I do remember because I saw Goldfinger first, watching the scene like the helicopter that they showed from Russia with Love,
Yeah,
and
what
going
was up
like,
with
"What
that?
is?" I don't remember that in the movie, and maybe that's part of why I like those helicopter scenes so much because I first witnessed them portrayed upon a woman's beautiful belly. I do think that the end credits are much better at an effective tone because they're doing the same thing where it's a woman, closed eyes, gold face, and they're portraying the fight between Bond and the guy during the cold open. I thought that was fantastic because it was
Agreed.
just you couldn't tell what was happening just enough to really see it, but you could tell enough that you knew it was bad. So there was like violence. Oh, fantastic. So I give the opening credits an 8.
Hmm. I gave them a 9, and I did not take any notes. I just put a 9 and went with it, like, let my heart go with it. Uh, I just think that the gold looked so interesting. The use of women was so much like, the jump
Better.
between how they used women in From Russia to Love and how they're using them in this is astronomical. This looked natural, it looked good. It had the kind of seductive air without being just, "Come on, guys, stop." So,
It was an invitation to
mhm,
danger.
Yeah, I totally agree. The I gave it a 7.
Mm.
It's a step up from Russia with Love. I think that maybe they could have pushed it a little bit more, but it was really well done. I think the most effective ones sequences for me is like there was one where the license plate was like over the mouth,
Mm.
mm,
looked like
that's
stitches,
so good.
like kind of like this death mask sort of vibe to it. So
Mhm.
it's good. It's
It's
good.
good. It's real good. Well, I'm sure Kat will be sad that she is the one leading us into this next one. Kat, please tell us how Mr. Bond performed.
Oh my goodness. So, the amount that I found him just physically gross in From Russia with Love, like, he did not physically do anything for me in From Russia with Love. Triple that, quadruple that, times that by infinity. That is how hot Sean Connery looked in this movie.
I can
I
verify that specifically that gray suit, when he put that on, Kat was like, she like grabbed me and she's like,
How?
that is gorgeous.
How is that suit not wrinkled to death coming out of that bag that's been bashed
Where
around?
did
But
it even come from? That bag should have been bashed around, but it's impeccable and
yes,
it fits him perfectly. He looks broader in the shoulder than he has in the other ones, like he's less skinny. But it's not just the suit. There's just outfit after outfit specifically designed to make him look so attractive to the female gaze. Bless that designer. That swim romper. Oh, sweet mercy. Any other man on the planet would look a fool, and he's pulling that off. Like, Taylor, you can wear a three-piece gray suit very well. You
I wore one to our
cannot
wedding.
you did. You cannot wear that romper.
I wore that to our honeymoon. What are you talking about? You liked it then.
Oh,
Spilling out all over myself.
oh my gosh.
oh, jeez.
Just the shoulders going in. "Hi,
Just
cat,
like
love
super
me."
crunched up. It's too small. I can't stand up straight.
Ah.
Fat guy in a little coat.
You can't see us
Fat
dancing, but we're
guy in a
dancing.
little.
But
Rest in peace, Chris Farley.
oh,
So what
man.
what was your number on that?
Hold on.
Oh,
Let
we were
me
still
talk
going
about
off
myself
on
because I didn't even talk about the golf outfit. Sweater. That sweater in the golf scene. I wonder how many men took up golfing after this movie, just hoping they would look that good. Anyway, romper, A plus. Sweater, A plus. Gray three-piece suit. Uh, there are not words in the heavens.
Mhm.
It is the second coming of
Hi-oh.
suits. Um, that being said, he got a 9
What?
because I can't handle the barn scene. I hate it so much.
I know. Yeah.
I He would have been at, I don't know, 160 points again for the three-piece suit alone, and then that barn scene happens. I actually like that they're fighting, but the actual kiss itself, I'm like, "Well, that's just negative a
Yeah.
million right
It
there."
needed it
Yeah.
needed to have resolved in a different like it needed to have been resolved more
If
cleverly, I
she
think.
was on top and kissing him, that would have been great. But as it was, I'm gonna talk
Yeah.
about it more with the Bond girl, but that did not feel like a genuine moment of chemistry at all.
No.
That's fair.
I just want to jump in real quick. You talk about the golfing scene. I'm not going to talk about the hotness of Mr. Bond. I think that is for
Woo!
better people than I to
Woo!
elucidate. However, I will say I found that James Bond's caddy to be the most insufferable, annoying person in the entire movie. We're going to get him now, Mr. Bond. Could you say it any louder, you jackass? What's that, Mr. Bond? You're going to trick them so that you can steal the gold for yourself? Yes, I'll keep it a secret. Shh. What are you doing? You idiot. You idiot.
Listen, you know how stupid people are. We needed that.
Ouch.
That's
Ouch.
And again, listen, was my brain working in that scene? No. So bless the caddy for giving me exposition because I was not paying attention.
Oh, the caddy was for the women who were just completely out of their minds
Oh.
with improper thoughts about Mr. Bond and his little sweater vest or whatever.
It was a maroon sweater,
Oh
and
my
he
gosh.
was it fit like a glove.
Yeah, nice trilby.
Mm.
Yes, he did. Christian, how do you think Mr. Bond
You
performed?
can
For similar reasons that Kat mentioned, but also a few other reasons that I was noticing, I gave him a 9. It would have otherwise been a 10. I think that there were some elements that I apologize, that was a bad move. Yeah, for those reasons alone, I think he's a 9. Otherwise, it would have been 10. I think if he had stayed more Bondy, I mean, there were like a lot of scenes he was like anytime he's interacting with M, like in MI5, like he has to be on it because I think I said this before. Like M is the only person he really fears because we saw a little bit of this when he's like you're gonna. M almost threatened to take him off the project because he was getting personal, or he felt that he was getting a little too heated and a little too personal after Kelly Clarkson. No, what's her name? Uh,
What?
Moneypenny?
Kimberly Clark. No, what is the name of the one
Masterson?
that Masterson?
Oh,
Jill
yes.
Masterson. Sorry, completely different letters. Um, yeah. So I
Mhm.
think just apart from that, otherwise, but I mean, 9. That's a solid number.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I gave him 8.5. And I gave
Coward.
him eight and
Mm.
a half. He lost. This is so the barn scene. Yes, I think that a bit too rapey. I understand that Connery, or that excuse me, that Bond is not the most perhaps feminist of all the action heroes of the day, but that was like he just full on sexually assaulted that woman. Apparently, he was so good at it that she changed her allegiance for literally no reason other than his appealing to her maternal instincts, whatever that
That's
garbage
such
is.
a bad one liner.
On top
It
of
just
that,
means her
though,
uterus. That's the maternal part of her.
I gave him a solid point off the top, if for no other reason than he doesn't like the Beatles.
Oh, yeah,
Mm.
that's right. The Beatles dig.
Yes, he was wrong and should feel bad about that because the Beatles are the best. The Beatles are better than Bond. I'll say it. I would rather live in a world without Bond than a world without the Beatles.
Seconded.
Yes.
You have no right, Mr. Bond, to make such wild, callous claims about.
I'll let you hit a woman, but insult the Beatles? You've gone too far.
Hey, you know what,
I
Cat?
still
A
haven't changed
counterpoint to
my
that.
opinion.
A
That's
counterpoint to
absolutely
that.
right.
Yes. You are a fan of the Beatles, yes or no, Cat?
Yes.
A fan of John Lennon, then, Mr. Wife Beater Galore. Don't talk to me with your false feminism, you coward traitor. Moving on, visual language.
Oh my gosh. I am doing a podcast about Bond and I just slobbered over Sean Connery. You know, I'm not perfect.
That's the takeaway. Visual language, I gave it an 8. It was solid and consistent, good shots throughout, nothing particularly mind-blowing, but I believed they were in Kentucky, even though they were at Pinewood Studios. I believed they were driving through Kentucky to dispose of the car, even though they were not. I believed that all of those things were actually what they said they were, even though none of them were. I was very impressed. And I, in fact, did not realize that they did not shoot that at Fort Knox. Until more recently than I cared to admit, thought that was legitimately what Fort Knox looked like inside the vault. I thought they did a great
So
job.
Taylor, what you're saying is that without the KFC, you wouldn't have you would have been your suspension of disbelief would have been broken.
It would have been broken. You know what? Actually, what got me, because I was watching it and thinking it was in Kentucky this last time, and it was specifically the sky looked too clear to be England, and the trees, the way the trees looked and moved in the wind, uh, and the dirt, they got the coloration all right. It looked to me like it was truly in the South. 8.5.
Movie
Excuse me, eight.
magic.
Movie
Just eight.
magic.
I
Yes.
have a 7.5, mostly in an acknowledgement of like, nice job getting a higher budget. Uh, I feel like all the shots were more dynamic. I feel like my 7.5 is mostly for the Switzerland scenes because the road was just so gorgeous, the way they shot those mountains. But there wasn't really a moment where I had visual chills, you know? But it was good.
Mm,
It was good.
I too enjoyed a lot of the improved cinematography from the increase in budget. The aerial shots, like it's pretty good. Like I've seen like military like declassified military footage you can find on archive.org, one of my favorite spots, that is more shaky than this, and that's saying something. So overall really good. The car chases I think were good. There were only like two moments that I noticed of like I hate fast motion. Unless it's in an
mhm.
earnest movie. But I I did not like the fast motion like car crash where Jill's
Agreed.
sister, who I can't remember, like she like it's like she
Tilly.
Tilly, yeah, it would have like broken her face like that,
Mhm.
but it was just so awkward. But also the fast motion in the factory car chase
Mhm.
was kind of meh. Like that, I like elements of that car chase, but s- I like how Bond like tried to get out of it with the ejector seat thing, but then it kind of like I'm like, why didn't you just run over the Oma with the machine and pistola? Like you
Can
didn't
we
have to.
shout
You
out
didn't
that
have.
Oma for being an incredible henchman? We forgot to shout her out.
But why did Bond have to go back into the factory complex? Like why couldn't he leave? Like he had a bulletproof car. Anyway, sorry, we don't want to get into involved into that kind of things, but yeah, I think overall it's a solid improvement. I will just say also that I can't help but think of the Love Bug whenever I see like car chases from this era.
Oh.
So
Uh-huh.
that was a fun little reminiscence. But
Herbie.
I think overall the visual language is strong. I love that vault. I knew that I think I at some point I had heard that it wasn't the real thing. And I also had heard that I don't know if this is true. Like, did they move like the reserves out of there after this movie came out, or had they moved it long before that? Because I know that that
Mm,
was like the trope. It's like in Warner Brothers cartoons, it was like all the gold's in Fort Knox. Did they move it prior or like following this movie, where they're like, let's not have this happen in any way, shape, or form. Also, I just want to say some of the gold puns were great, and some of them were like awful. Like the I remember as a kid, like the names of like the streets that he's pointing out on the big map.
Bullion Boulevard.
I hate. I'm just like, shut up, shut up.
Well, I can tell you right now because I just looked it up. Fort Knox is still used to house 147.3 million troy ounces, which is about 4,500 metric tons of gold bullion,
Oof.
which accounts for half of the United Treasury's total gold reserves.
Oh, can I just interject something about that? Because I got curious because I had
Mm,
heard this fact that because in during Nixon's administration, he removed the American economy off of the gold standard. And
mhm,
I had heard that that was because he wanted to prevent, like, Charles de Gaulle in particular from cashing in and getting back the gold because there was the Lend Lease during World War II
Mm.
where they were able to have like trade cash for their gold, and so the US got a big surplus of gold from these nations that we were selling our military merchandise to. And so
mhm.
in order to stop that, that was the impetus for him to remove us from the gold standard. And so the timing of that probably doesn't work out, but
Yeah, I think it would have been several years after the fact. But maybe it started the process, the thinking process.
I would not doubt Nixon watching this movie and then becoming president. And
That's a great idea.
I'm gonna have to share a video when we get to Live and Let Die. I'll have to share a video, and I want to get your thoughts on it.
oh heavens.
Okay.
Should this be an offshoot of our podcast? Is each president's favorite Bond film?
Oh
Uh,
boy.
we know which one Obama's favorite was because he just said like a week ago. His favorite was Casino Royale. For those who were
Oh,
curious,
Impeccable taste.
Bond girl. Who's got the Bond? Is that you, Kat, or is
Uh,
Christian Bond girl?
I can start us off. I gave her a
go for it.
9. Taylor kept teasing this movie. Every time I complained about a Bond girl being weak and ineffectual, he just kept saying, "Wait
I
until
need to jump
plenty
in.
of Tool," which he
Plenty
meant
of tool. I
Pussy
do need
Galore.
to jump in and like own the boneheadedness. I was every time I said Plenty O'Toole, who is the Bond girl from Diamonds Are Forever, I meant to say Pussy Galore, who is who I really was referring to as one of the best, all-time best
Mm.
Bond girls. Anyway, please continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think she's strong. I think she's sexy and capable. I like that she's a little bit more mature. We actually did look it up, and she's what, 4 years older than Connery?
When they filmed this, Connery was 33 and she was 39.
So
Wow.
more than that, but she comes across as an older, capable woman who just has a backbone of steel. And I love that. I love that she's looking out for herself and again, just capable. I just don't understand a moment of her why she would be attracted to Bond. Nothing in that felt right.
Well, I don't think she was until she had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the switch was off, and then Goldfinger's like, turn it on for a minute.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, here's my boobs.
I mean, never would have happened, but she was fantastic. I also really liked the Masterson sisters. I thought they were great. Tilly, I would have followed her as a Bond girl. I thought she was, again, very capable, very strong, knew her mind.
Capable. Terrible shot.
She was decent.
That her death took me off guard.
Yeah.
I
That
completely
yeah.
forgot about that.
It
It
was
was just like,
so yeah. Like that was like honest to goodness shocking violence of she's dead. So a 9.
But 9 for Pussy Galore.
that Tilly's unfortunate passing gave us a good one-liner from Bond, though. I thought you always took your head off to a lady.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Oh,
one
gosh.
too.
Yes.
Just
So good.
just twist that knife in there. So she gets an 8 for me.
Hmm.
I would have rated her higher. I think that it would have been much better if Bond had found a better way than sexual delinquency to like turn her allegiance. Because I thought that's what was going to happen. There was a
Mhm.
scene where he's like trying to like tell her about all of these things. He's like, that gas, it doesn't knock you out, it kills people. It's like, he doesn't care about his henchmen. He's just gonna like throw you aside. And he was proven right.
Yeah.
So I thought that he was gonna do more of that versus and sorry, I'm not talking about her directly. I thought that she would be convinced that way. And I was looking forward to something other than what actually happened in the barn. Like, I
Well,
wish that that had been a better like, and like you talked about it earlier. It's like maybe it could have been like some turn the tables.
mhm. He was in awe of her before that. I mean, that's
Oh
the
yeah,
thing. Their interplay before that moment was really fun and sexy and flirty. And he has these moments, not just when he hears her name, but when she says something or does something where he's just
yeah.
in awe. And Sean
Yeah.
Connery plays that pretty well. He just looks completely delighted by her. And she,
He's not Timothy Dalton, but he was a good actor.
I completely misremembered. I thought that he ended up marrying her in real life. Like, cause I'd like, oh, he married one of the Bond girls, and I'm like,
I
okay.
don't think he
I
did.
don't think he did. No, I looked it up, and it's like I didn't recognize it. I'm like, oh, okay, that was just a
that would have
misremembrance of
been a
mine.
good
Hmm.
story, though.
I gave 9. Mine was a 9 because who doesn't love Pussy Galore? She was great. She was fantastic, and she would have been a perfect 10 if not for that barn scene because it felt. I have a very hard time believing that a woman of that capacity, that capability, that maturity, that strength, that drive would suddenly go, "Oh, but he's pretty good when we rolled in the hay."
Literally.
By the way,
Uh,
that would I have to imagine that that would be the worst
oh my
place
gosh,
to do that.
so
Like,
uncomfortable.
I don't even
S
like being next to hay,
I would
let
say
alone
that
being in
sand
it.
probably would be worse.
It's coarse, gets everywhere.
It's
Yes.
so dry.
Yes. So dry, like a sandstorm. I thought that she was great except for that last thing. It really took me out that she's like, "Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll turn on the guy that I just told, like, I don't care." He said, he kills little girls. She goes, "Yeah, little boys too. Keep walking." She did not care.
I love that line.
Yeah, it felt very out of character. So but outside of that one moment, perfection. She would have been an 11 if not for that. Which so now that we've done all this, let's get to out of 100. What are your scores?
For me, it was 81, just over the mark. A
Hmm.
solid B minus, but no, based on just grading everything, 81. Solid, like top 5 Bond film.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh, this is an 86 for me. That's an almost 20-point jump from my
Nice.
Doctor No score. I just thought this hit what a Bond movie should be. It fired on all cylinders. Did I mention
Mhm.
the suit? I don't know if I talked about the suit enough.
The gray suit and the white, oh man, that white tuxedo. I wish I could pull off a white tuxedo.
Oh man, when he
Oh
pulls off
man,
the
it was
wetsuit,
so good.
Perfect.
so stupid and so
Another
amazing.
Mythbusters thing they did.
Looks
Yes.
impeccable.
Yes. I gave this it got 90. Uh
Nice.
an A minus. I did not expect to like this Bond movie as much as I did. It was great.
Surprising. It's a fun surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, it's guns holstered, right? Like, what, you liked Goldfinger? Whoa, watch out for the hot take. I forgot how good of a movie it was, and it really is a really, really good movie. So there you go. This is what we thought of the movie. And I'm glad that this time nobody was castigated. I almost said castrated. Nobody was castigated
No.
or shunned for their shockingly bad understanding of what the movie was.
Like you
We
guys
won't
in
name any
From
names.
Russia with Love. Yeah, just
Oh yeah,
fascinating.
because everybody knows that it's the minority dictates the overall experience of the
I
movie.
think it's the person who's correct.
Oh.
Oh,
Spicy.
ooh. So next time, I'm excited. I don't remember Thunderball at all. I remember nothing about it except for the part where they're being dragged behind the boats. That's literally the only thing I remember. And so I'm really excited to watch Thunderball, knowing how much Christian loves it. I'm really excited for that.
Join
I
us
love
next
Tom
time.
Jones, for the record.
Oh, that's gonna be another
He
great theme song, isn't
that
it?
song that song is like it's from my remembrances. That is my favorite Bond theme song. He kills it. Just
Oh, I
kills
can't
it.
wait to get into it. Cannot wait to get into it. So, from us to you, thanks for listening to our View to a podcast, and we'll catch you on the flippity dip. Does
This
that
Ew.
is
work,
no time to
guys?
be rescued.
That's-
Whew.
See you
Never.
guys next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.